has coaching has it filled the void that you left when you stopped playing? I've heard like Rick Carlisle has you run film sessions sometimes, things like that. Has it filled the void for you?
Well, this year I'm not doing, last year and this year I'm not doing player development. I mean, I'm not doing the game, the prep for the games. But I'm doing more now player development, which I really like. I think with AAU basketball, a lot of our kids, and don't get me wrong, a lot of our kids don't get taught the right way. I think AAU basketball really messes up, these kids coming in to college because they don't teach them how to play, they don't teach them how to work hard, they don't teach them how to develop their game. They just take the best players and tell them to go play basketball, and they get the perks and all the awards off these kids. Instead of teaching them, we got to teach them when they get to the NBA. And then it's like they're 2 or 3 steps behind. But I enjoy now doing, development, teaching these kids, trying to prep these kids. One kid who I really probably would work on this summer with, especially down here, is Shane Larkin. Kid who's still trying to find his way. He broke his foot, his ankle in summer camp, and he's still trying to find his way. He can play. Now we got to find out and figure out how can we get that talent out of him, because he's a great talent. He's quick. You don't become a great talent, unless you can play in this league and play in the ACC. And so I know he's still trying to figure himself out. And I'm looking forward to working with him this summer. I think that's one of my goals right now, is just developing players and getting them better.
Who taught you, especially after getting such a late start in basketball?
Oh, God. Really, seeing my mom work hard every day. This is no story. Seeing my mom work hard every day, get up every morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, make breakfast, cook dinner for her husband at that time, which was my stepdad. Get to work at 6. Don't get off until 2, and then when she get off at 2, she go work somewhere else. So she taught me. I think it really, your parents can instill a lot of things in you. And I'm always been a guy who's been realist. I always look in the mirror. When I watch video, I know, and I played that game the night before, I know what mistakes I made. And when the video come up, I'll be like, here it come. Here it come. But you always got to be, to me, you have to be real. So I was always real with myself. I used to watch my mom work hard every day, and I think she instilled that in me. And the way I got into the league, I taught myself how to play hard every day. My first summer camp was with Atlanta Hawks, and this is my first year in the USBL. We got beat in the championship game at North Florida, and the ride back on the van back to Atlanta. When we gets back to Atlanta, my coach say, you're going to be invited into the Atlanta Hawks camp. And I was like, for real? At that time, it was like a week before the summer camp started, and I got invited to Atlanta. And then Orlando, it's crazy, has drafted this kid named Lateral Green. And back in the day, you could hand check, you can control guys. And we played down in West Palm Beach. Orlando, Miami, Atlanta, and Charlotte was in the summer camp. And I remember I played that day, and Lateral Green was pressuring the hell out of me. And this stuck with me. Little things stick with me. I'm a little thing, a little person. When it comes to little things, I'm big on that. And one of my coaches say, hey, Darrell, you got to be a man out here. And that just stuck with me. And from then on, I took my game to another level. Every year, every summer camp, I continue to grow. I played my tail off. Defensively, I played my tail off, but I couldn't shoot the ball the way I wanted to shoot it. So, but as I say, every year I kept growing and kept growing and kept growing, and then probably my last time, I think the one time I was here with Orlando, we played once again in West Palm Beach, and Brian Hill was the head coach, and Bob Hill was the assistant coach, and Bob ran the summer league, and that year I knew I could really play at that time. I knew I could play on this level. I ended up winning a game one time for us against the Hawks. Bob Hill ISO'd me and gave me the ball and said, "Go play basketball." With about 10 seconds on the clock, and hitting the game winner. Then came right back and had another great game against Charlotte, and I had like three great games, and that's when I think I knew, okay, I have grown as a player, and it's time to step it up and take my game to another level, and I did.
Darrell, quick, what stands out in your mind when you look back? Was it winning the most improved and the sixth man? Was it the steal? What stands out for you when you look back at the highlight film?
Probably the playoff game against Miami. Ronnie Cycli, he's out. Horace Grant, he's out. Dennis and Nick Anderson are struggling, which they was two of our main players. They were struggling in the series, and we did it with role players, and that Magic Penny, he stepped up and took on that lead of being the leader of the team, and you can see the frustration on his face. Game 1, Game 2, and Game 3, being down 20 points with 4 minutes to go, 4 or 5 minutes to go at halftime, and we end up tying that game at halftime 42-42. And seeing how Penny was playing, he had 41 and 42 in Game 3 and Game 4, and then he needed help. So myself, having 21 in Game 3 and 8 assists, and then having 12 and 9 rebounds in game. I led us in rebound in Game 4. And but Darius Strong and Danny Shades, Gerald Wilkins, our role player, was really doing some big things to help Penny out, and to take it to Game 5 and have a chance to win it. It was amazing. That's when I knew, I arrived.
Was that almost the start, although Penny wasn't there, you could say that was almost the beginning of Heart and Hustle, because of, like you said, role players like yourself and Derek Strong and Danny Shades?
Yeah, that year it was, because that's the year Brian Hill had got fired during the season, and Rich Olivato took over, and having a guy who coming in, I knew he was going to play the top guys, so my playing time was going to be a little shady, but he played me, and he had faith in me in game 3, 4, and 5, and it was just amazing. I mean, because as I say, you never know how a coach is going to respond, and the way I played was Game 2, we down over 20-something points, and he put me in the fourth quarter, and we finally win a quarter in 2 games. We won one quarter, and it was when I played the whole quarter, and that's how I got the opportunity to play Game 3. And when I came in, I never went out. Neither in either game. The last 3 games never went out. So when I came in, I played, and I started the second half, and like I said, it was great. I mean, the opportunity was great. Playing against Tim Hardaway, playing against an Olympia guy, a guy all-star. I think he knew who I was. I think he recognized who I was. And I recognized who he was too when he hit the 2 big shots in the fourth quarter in Game 5.
All right, Kane?
Good deal.